4. The first carry now for Tony Pollard, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now 2nd and 5. Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
But first down, Hurts. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Throwing is Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Pollard again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. The man in motion is Brown. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 7. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
3rd and 2.
He's got it at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Smith, the man in motion left.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flushed out right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Complete. Smith has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup of 38.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And that's out to the flat for Swift.
Touchdown! DeAndre Swift from 10 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Now 2nd and 3.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jackson will throw again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Lock it in motion right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Goes right back to Smith again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 10-point game. 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down as he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Meanwhile, Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime, because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Cooks motions to the left.
Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now there's Cooks in motion right.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He's got Smith here. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to